Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicole, and today I'm coming to you with the Booktube Journey Tag. Wow, I'm impressed I got that the first time because I usually struggle with the title of the tag names for some reason. Anyway, this tag was created by Katie at Books and Things, and I was tagged by for the love of story. And so I'm going to be using my phone to just take you through the tag questions real quick. And question number one is, how long have you been watching Booktube? So I've been watching Booktube since I want to say before 2020. That sounds about right. But I know it was around there where I started watching it more, or maybe it was just after there that I started watching it more. I don't know, but let's go with that for now. Number two, how long have you been making Booktube videos? I have only been making videos since October 31st. Did I start on Halloween? I very well may have. Either October 30th or 31st of last year, so 2023. So almost a year. Number three, what made you start making videos? I was really having a hard time finding people on BookTube or YouTube in general who were reviewing or even talking about a lot of the books that I was reading or wanting to read. And so I decided if the content was missing, then maybe I would make it. Or if the content was out there, I had this sinking suspicion that maybe if I made the content and put it out there, YouTube's algorithm would start feeding me more of the same, or I would meet people or people who were reading these books would comment on my videos. I don't know, it was a really weird thought that I had, but it's actually kind of worked because definitely since making booktube videos, I have met more people who read the same books that I do or want to read books like I do or whatever. I've just met people who read more of the same books that I'm reading. Maybe I'm encouraging them to read the books that I'm reading. I don't know. Number four, are there any people who have played a significant role in your booktube journey? Yeah, there definitely are. There have been a lot of other booktubers who have supported me from when I first started my channel, who would, watch my videos or comments or just be super friendly when I would go and join a reading sprint, or who came and watched when I started doing my reading sprints. So I would say, some of the earliest booktubers that I watched and joined on sprints have supported me in this journey. Family members have as well. And then even booktubers that I've never spoken to who have made videos about, why they think just anyone who wants to should make a booktube channel should just go ahead and start. I would consider all of that various forms of support. Number five is, what kind of books do you read? I read all kinds of books. I love classics. I always come back to those. But I also read fantasy. I read science fiction. I read a little bit of literary fiction. And occasionally I throw in historical fiction as well. And then, I'll dabble here and there in romance and maybe something that's considered a thriller. Probably the list of what I don't read is shorter than the list of what I do. Number six is, how has that changed since I started BookTube? I don't think it has. Number seven, what kind of videos do you most like to make? I think my favorite are TBR videos. I love whether I'm playing a game or not, to be honest. I just love the process of selecting the next books that I'm going to read. So that's always fun. I really like making book haul videos because who doesn't like talking about books that you just got? Honestly, in general, I just really like filming the videos. Like that's other than interacting with people on BookTube and on YouTube. Filming the videos is my second favorite part of being on YouTube. Number eight is, how has that changed since you started on BookTube? Do you think your video making style has changed over time? I don't think the videos that I like to film have changed since I started, uh, but I do think and hope my video style has changed over time, as in I hope the quality has just gotten better. Other than that, I think my videos have pretty much stayed more or less so the same. Number nine is, do you script or edit your videos, and has that changed over time? I do not script my videos, therefore I edit my videos because, I assume you would like a complete thought. And that has not really changed that much over time. I think the main thing that has really changed is it's just become quicker for me to edit my videos. And I guess I've come to settle on sort of a set series of types of videos that I like to do. And so even though they're not scripted, I kind of know what I'm going to do in that video overall. Like each week I have a weekly wrap-up video and I more or less so know how that's going to work and how I'm going to edit it and what I'm going to include in that kind of thing. Number 10, what's the most viewed video on your channel? Well, since this isn't scripted, I also didn't look up the answers to these questions or even look at the questions ahead of time. So I'll just link it in the card up over here and it will show you, it'll be a link to what YouTube is telling me is my most viewed video. So I guess you can go watch that. It'll be a surprise to us all. What's your favorite video that you've ever made? This is question 11. I think my favorite videos that I've made are the ones with my original unicorn games that involves the spinner wheel. Yeah, I definitely loved this spinner wheel with the letter cards. That is my favorite, and in some ways I can't wait to move and like settle down so I can get back to doing that version of my TBR game. That one's always fun and suspenseful and always a surprise. Number 12 is, do you have a favorite book that you've read because of BookTube? Yeah, I definitely have a lot of favorite books that I have read and wouldn't have read if it wasn't for the fact that I heard about it on BookTube. Probably the most recent one is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I don't know that I would say that's like a favorite of all time, but that is definitely a book I would have never read if I hadn't have seen it talked about on BookTube. Number 13, do you have a favorite BookTube experience to tell us about? Yeah, I think it's just the experience of just, meeting different people and interacting with people in the comments and meeting different people in reading sprints, whether they're on my channel or someone else's. And yeah, just going into a live stream chat of people and saying hello and knowing the people who, knowing the people who are, on camera as well as the people in the chat and just, feeling like it's kind of like walking into a party and saying hello to all your friends. So that's probably one of my favorite experiences. Number 14, what does your book collection look like? Like that. So I did do a video recently. I think it was my 24 and 24 book update. In that one, I do not really a shelf tour, but because I'm going through quite a few of my shelves, that's probably the one video that I have that shows you the majority of my book collection. Basically, it shows you everything more or less so that's not in shot right here. Number 15, what advice would you give to new people starting a booktube channel? Just do it. Don't stress out about it. People are super friendly and, just start putting yourself out there and you will be surprised by how welcoming this community is. And yeah, don't worry about the camera, don't worry about, the video and all of that. As you do it, you'll get better at doing it and you'll know what the next step is. But just don't overthink it. And number 16, tag some people. This is the part of the book tag that I always forget to check ahead of time. So I'm actually going to pause my video this time and make it a little bit more editing work for myself so that I can actually tell you who I'm going to tag. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and tag the following people, and I didn't do enough homework to know whether or not they've done this video or not. But if they have, I will try and link that below for you. But otherwise, you'll at least be linked to their channel, and so you can go check them out. These are all people whose channels I watch. So I'm going to tag Hanna at Hannah's Books, Bailey at Is Bailey Reading, Jamie at Jamie B's Books, and Jen the Librarian. So I hope you have enjoyed this tag video and learned a little bit more about my channel and my reading taste and whatever, and I will talk to you next time.